There's no denying that elk are magnificent creatures. They're huge and strong, and they have massive sets of antlers that would make any deer hunter drool with envy. In the fall, when the rut is happening, these forest giants will bugle for hours on end, trying to attract a mate. And if there's anything that's even more impressive than an elk's booming bugle, it's the sheer number of elk that bugle at once during the rut. One of my favorite things about elk is their sheer size. These animals can easily reach 10 feet from nose to tail and weigh in at more than 1,000 pounds. In other words, don't get between an elk and its dinner. Most of the time, elk are pretty skittish animals. That's why it's so rare to see them during the day. But when the night comes and the full moon shines bright, the elk come out to play. That's right, elk are mostly nocturnal, and that's just one of many amazing facts about these animals. So keep watching to learn more about elk and their ghostly behavior. Now, most people don't realize this, but elk are very closely related to deer. In fact, they belong to the same family, which is called Cervidae. There are only 2 genera in this family, and they're known as deer and elk. Or though there are more than 60 species of deer in the world, there's only one true species of elk. This animal is known as the American elk, and it's found throughout the mountainous regions of North America. Elk are large animals, and they need plenty of food to stay healthy. Their diet consists of grasses, leaves, twigs, and berries. Elk are also known as vegans, and that's because they don't eat meat. Although elk are herbivores, they can be surprisingly fierce when they feel threatened. If an elk feels like it's being stalked or hunted, it may charge directly at its attacker. Elk have been known to take down wolves, bears, and even humans. When attacked by predators, elk will often try to flee. However, if that doesn't work, they will fight back with their hooves and antlers. An elk's antlers are one of the most impressive features of its body. These large, branching structures are made of bone and can grow up to 4 feet wide. Antlers are used for fighting other elk and for display during the mating season. Male elk will use their antlers to establish dominance over other males and to attract females. As we mentioned earlier, elk are mostly nocturnal animals. They spend their days hiding in the forest and their nights looking for food and socializing with other elk. Elk are social animals and live in groups of up to 100 individuals. Groups of elk are called herds or gangs. During the summer, elk are constantly on the move as they follow the food. In the fall, they begin to congregate in larger numbers in preparation for the winter. Elk are highly adaptable animals and can be found in a variety of habitats. They prefer mountainous regions with plenty of vegetation and water. Elk are well adapted to cold climates and can survive in areas with heavy snowfall. Elk are also good swimmers and can cross rivers and streams with ease. Elk are typically silent animals, but they do make a variety of sounds. The most famous elk call is the bugle. Bugling is a loud, resonant sound that is produced by both male and female elk. Elk bugle for a variety of reasons, including to communicate with other elk, to establish dominance, and to attract mates. Elk bugling can be heard up to 3 miles away. Elk have a lifespan of 20 to 30 years in the wild. They are generally long-lived for 2 reasons. First, elk are not often hunted in their native range. Second, they are nocturnal, which reduces their chances of being killed by predators. If you've ever seen an elk in the wild, you know that these animals are truly majestic. There's something about their size, their antlers, and their bugling calls that just gets under your skin. Elk are truly the ghosts of the forest, and we hope you enjoyed learning about them. Thanks for watching.